IVM.
Hello and welcome to the Habit Coach Podcast, the bite-sized podcast filled with quick and easy, actionable habits. Remember, great habits create that awesome life. I am Ashton Doctor, your habit coach. Today's fun fact of the day has to do with self-help books. Did you know that one of the most successful self-help books of all times is a book written back in 1937? The book is called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. It has sold over 70 million copies to date. Hill interviewed the richest industrialists and moguls of his time. He identified what was the commonality between all of them. What was it that they all did differently from what everyone else was doing? And this one book has helped change the lives of many people around the world. Even self-help gurus like Bob Proctor quote from it all the time and openly share how this book changed his life. For me, it is one of those books that I would love to read at least once a year and repeat reading it over and over again. This very thought might sound funny to you listening to the podcast. Why reread something that you've already read? There are so many people who proudly tell me that they do not read self-help books. They tell me that self-help books are worthless, they're useless, they do not work. Some dude giving me advice as if he knows everything. There are others who say that self-help books are useless and they don't work at all. That they have read so many self-help books and none of them have helped change their life. Their life hasn't changed at all. Now, as some of you may know, I'm in the process of writing my own book. And I have actually finished writing it. Now it's in the first edit. So obviously I'm concerned when people say that self-help books are rubbish and useless. But the truth is that as humans, we learn at two different levels. There is the intellectual level, or the conscious level, the conscious mind, and then there is the subconscious mind. You see, when we read a self-help book, it is the intellectual part of our mind that is working. It is reading and trying to make sense of what is written on that sheet of paper. This is the part of the brain that understands and is remembering what has been read. However, this is not the part of the brain that is responsible for your daily actions. The subconscious mind is the mind that is responsible for the change in your behavior. It is in charge of how you show up every day. It is what needs to change so that your behavior can change as a result of your life. Have you ever noticed how quickly kids pick up new things that are taught to them? How it is so easy for them to change and mold their behavior? And the reason for this is that as kids, their conscious and their subconscious mind are very closely linked. But as we age, however, the subconscious mind is pushed away and the conscious thinking mind takes over. The reason I created the habit coaching industry is because I realized that habits are a part of the subconscious mind. If you want to make a change in your life, you have to change your habits. Habits, especially when it comes to the way we read and use self-help books. As a society, we are led to believe that we need to finish 52 books a year. And I was on this trap as well. I managed about 50 books 2 years in a row. And then I realized that the true way to change from a book is to make it a part of your subconscious mind, and hence rereading the book. Apart from that, I read books a lot slower now. I'm not in a hurry to read a lot of books. Instead, I much rather read a chapter and internalize it. What is the author trying to say? I create small habits around it. I write little notes about it. And I set small reminders for those ideas to seep into my subconscious mind, so that they dig roots into my subconscious. And once that happens, change can take place. As your habit coach, and hopefully as an author that you will be reading soon, I want you to realize that these books are useless if you keep them at an intellectual level. You need to dig deep and allow them to change the way your subconscious thinks. So your simple habit to make the most out of your self-help books starts by reading them slowly. Don't be in a hurry to finish them. Instead, digest them slowly. Spend time each day thinking about what you have just read. Then think about how you can turn all these things that you've read into a habit. Because habits are the ultimate subconscious tool. So start these habits and share with us your progress using the hashtag #TheHabitCoach. If you like this podcast, don't forget to check out other interesting podcasts on the IVM network. You can listen to us on the IVM Podcast app or ivmpodcast.com. You can also follow us on social media. We are at IVM Podcasts on Twitter and Instagram. If you want to reach out to me, I am Ashtin Doc on Twitter and Instagram. You can find lots more information on my website, awesome180.com, or check out different content on my YouTube channel called AWESOME180. That's Awesome180.
I hope you enjoyed that show. If you aren't following us on social media, please do. We're IVM Podcasts on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. I'd like to thank the sponsor on the network this week, Credencia. Thank you so much for making this possible. On Cyrus Says, Cyrus was joined by actress Shreya Pilgaonkar to talk about her career in acting. On Begin the Journey, Ashish Vidyarthi lists down the modern concepts of friendship and how one can choose the right friend circle in life on Begin the Journey. On The Habit Coach, Ashtin Doctor was joined by Aisha Bilamoria to talk about running and developing an athletic mentality. Farhad and Sunitra are joined by LGBTQ workplace advocate Suresh Ramdas to discuss the new normal in queer relationships on KBCD. On Tere Mere Raaste, Keshav Chaturvedi takes us to the riverbanks of Banaras and describes the soulful mornings to us. And finally, on the Positively Unlimited podcast, Chetna Chakravarti takes the fear out of the word responsibility. And with that, I hope to see you again next week.
2020 is a difficult year. A global pandemic, protests, elections, recessions. You get the picture. What we need is a space where we can have nuanced discussions about global affairs and foreign policy. That's where I come in. My name is Hamsini Hariharan, and I host the States of Anarchy podcast. Every second Tuesday, I speak to experts in the field of international relations to make a little more sense of the world. So join me on the IVM Podcast app, website, or wherever you're listening to me right now.